Hello guys, I hope that all of you are doing great. Well, this video is specifically for the people who have lost money. In fact, a lot of money, or probably good sum of money in the cryptocurrency, in the stock market, anything of that sort, like probably the investment perspective, and then you happen to lose the money. Now, the point I wanted to make, obviously, I can cover it. Why? Because I have myself lost money, or so I thought. And that is the reason I'm here to cover, because I want to share with you some of the learning experience from my own losses. Like, I know a lot of people are trying to jump into this cryptocurrency thing and the stock market thing, obviously the investment perspective, and then they put a lot more money than they should have probably initially. See, you can put a lot of money as well, but till the time you do not understand anything, like going all in is not the very best idea. Even if you are able to make the profit, you need to first of all understand the respective thing, how the market works. That's when you need to go all in. But anyways, we are not here to talk about that. Even if you got all in and still lost a pretty big sum of money, even like 60% of your portfolio, you have lost 70% of the portfolio, I wanted to talk some of the things that we need to understand. First and the foremost rule that we need to own any of the cryptocurrency or any of the asset, we need to understand that it is the investment that we are trying to do. It is the investment we are trying to do. Why? Because the traditional banks, or probably keeping money into the banks, is one of the worst idea, because the inflation comes in year after year and the purchasing power of the money reduces. Whereas, let's say buying some asset like a Bitcoin, obviously it is limited in number, it can never be inflated. So over a period of time, the value keeps on increasing. Now, year after year, the average value of Bitcoin keeps on increasing. Like every year, the average value throughout the year, if you calculate, it has been on the rise. Now, this is almost guaranteed that some point down the line, like it could be 5 years from now, it could be 7 years from now, Bitcoin is going to reach $500,000. Some of the people say $1 million. And even the worst of the critics who say, okay, Bitcoin is going to dump back, like 80% correction, 80% down and stuff, even they say in the long run, it is going to go to like a huge amount, like $500,000 and stuff. Now, let me tell you, if you are buying the cryptocurrency, rule number one, you need to understand, you're buying the cryptocurrency not to convert or look back every time what is the value in dollars. This is the reason you want buying the cryptocurrency, because you do not want the dollars, you want the cryptocurrency. Now, let's say you bought, let's say last year, at the start of 2021, like last year it was much low, the Ethereum's price, but at the start of 2020 it was like $730. Now, let's say you bought 10 Ethereum for $7,300. Now the price may fluctuate, it may go to $1,000. You might think, okay, I should have cashed out, now I'm in a profit, but it again gone back to $800. That is the thing that we are doing wrong. Now what happens, what is the tendency? We happen to go out and sell it at 1,000, and then we see, okay, the price is further increasing, 1,400. Now people are suggesting it will go to $5,000. Now you again buy back. Now guess what is the thing that you're doing by buying back at 1,400, selling at 1,000, buying back at 1,400? You have reduced the number of Ethereum that you have, because at 1,000 you were in profit, you sold 10 Ethereum, that is for $10,000. Now you're buying for $1,400 with your same number of amount that you have, 1,400. That is like you have now 7 Ethereum approximately. So you have reduced your number of Ethereums that you are supposed to have from 10 to 7. That is exactly what the loss is. That is where we lack. That is where I made the mistake. I realized, if I would have, rather than focusing on what is the price point right now, whether the price is increasing, decreasing, because see, this is of a guarantee, right? 2 years down the line, we all will see Ethereum's price much more than what is right now. It is 2,900, 33,000, 3,500, 4,000. It will be much more than that. In fact, approximately 10,000, without any doubt. So during this time of fluctuations, when we are seeing, okay, the market is going down and then market is going up, and some of the times like the prediction is pretty high, obviously not staking all the amount, what is the best that we can do, rather than thinking what is the profit that we can make in dollars and then keep the dollar with us? We need to have approach, how safely can we increase the number of Ethereums that we have with the same amount? That means trying to identify, let's say some of the people identified by May it became $4,400. Then obviously you cannot call, nobody can say, okay, this is the height, now sell. But when the price started reducing to $4,000, up till $4,000, a lot of people, the big traders, if you would have followed them, they called out like, now the bear market is going to come, try to sell it. Now while selling it, do not think that you are here to keep the profit. You're here to keep the profit, go and spend it somewhere. Try to think you're selling it so that you can buy back at a little lower price, increasing the number of Ethereums that you have. Now let's say you sold at $4,000. Now it went back to $1,800. Obviously you would have doubled your Ethereum, but anyways, we cannot predict when is the exact low. But you would have bought back at $2,000 or probably $3,000 as well. You would have increased 30% of your Ethereum. Instead of owning 10 Ethereum, you would have owned 13 Ethereum. Now do not focus on the intermediary price points. That is where we think we have lost. Like some of the times, let's say, I mean, what personally happened with me, like I bought, kept on buying. On average it was for like $3,400, and now when it was $4,000 I was in profit. But then when the price started dipping and then it got back to $1,700, I'm like, I lost my 50% of wealth, right, what I put inside. But that is the wrong approach. I did not lose the 50% of the wealth. I still had the same number of Ethereum. The only thing I could have done is at that point should have seen the opportunity, like when the rise is occurring and then like there is a waited for another big rise and then probably the bear market, some sort of a thing where at minimum risk I could have increased my Ethereum, or otherwise just hodled, just have the same number of Ethereum. Sometimes you might even lose some of the Ethereum, but obviously that is the reason we are not supposed to play the trading game, because it requires a trading skill. We are not we do not want to get into the business of trading. So till the time, the best strategy would be hodl, but rather than thinking what is the price right now, how much dollars right now. As you can see, the Bitcoin's price, like suddenly in the morning it was like 2-3 hours before it was like $45,000. Suddenly there's a big crash in the market, $41,000. Rather than calculating, like let's say you have 10 Bitcoin, rather than calculating you just lost $50,000, you should calculate you had 10 Bitcoin earlier. Right now also you're having 10 Bitcoin. It is not a loss. It is going to come back up eventually. The only thing that you can regret, okay, if I had known this particular thing, I would have sold at this point just to buy at this point, so that now I would have had 12 Bitcoins or 11 Bitcoins. So it is like the reason we are entering into the cryptocurrency market is just to accumulate more number of coins, because the value is definitely going to increase. We're not here to save the dollar and then wait for the dollar to increase. Dollar never increases in value. It is only going to get decrease in value. So rather than that, always have the perspective, either you hodl and do not worry about the price fluctuation. At any price you bought, the next year the average price would be more, right? Next year, 5 years down the line, it will be far more than you could have thought. It would be 10 times. Sitting as a dollar in the bank, it would be nothing. So this is the strategy, guys. Like, we need to change our mindset. We need to change our thinking that whether we are losing the money, whether the price is decreasing, whether the crash has happened. Think whether we are losing the number of coins that we own. If not, it doesn't matter whether the price is going up, price is going down. Now, the only thing that you have to do is think when you're pretty clear that this is the best opportunity where I can increase the number of coins. That's when you can do at a minimum risk, and then try to get better at it. That is the thing that you can utilize. So it can be utilized even at the time of crashes, even at the time of increment, right? Like at the time of increment, you know that when the bull market is going on, like the price has gone to the high, and now right now you know that okay, some sort of correction is going to happen. That's when you sell, just so that you can buy a little dip. At the same time, when the crash is happening, you understand, okay, the now crash is going to happen. You, with a minimum risk, some 5% of the coins, you sell it so that you can buy at a lower price and you have more number of coins. Now that should be your approach. Eventually the goal should not be to accumulate more dollars. Eventually the goal should be to utilize the market crash or market increment just to have more number of coins, because by the next year it is going to be increased anyways. So guys, I hope that you found the lesson valuable. But by this approach now I do not have much of panic within me when I see such crashes. The only thing I regret, okay, I could have increased my coin if I had known that, but never mind, I haven't lost my coin. The next best opportunity I'm going to look for, even if that's a little trade, but this is what should be your goal, it should be my goal. So guys, I hope that you liked the video as well as the lesson, that personal emotional lesson that I happen to learn myself. You need to ingrain it within you, as well as do subscribe to my channel, because this channel will be everything about how do we grow the finances, different techniques of making money online, different mechanism, my own 4+ years of experience building multiple 6-figure businesses. I'm going to show you in other videos. You can scroll through the best of the affiliate programs. How do you do the affiliate marketing? How do you do promote different programs? How do you make money via Instagram, via YouTube, via shorts? So many things. So everything is on the channel. Do comment down below, because that's when YouTube thinks this is a relevant video. It is going to show it to the other people. Do smash the like button and subscribe to our channel. So thanks a lot again for watching, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Bye bye.